2 years ago, I was diagnosed with an illness that took my mom's life. An illness that's degenerative with the lungs. It also took her sister. So I have a couple of years where I will be strong enough to do something. So I immediately felt sorry for myself, and then I felt better, and I said, you know what, I'm just going to do the things that I care about, and I don't care what people think. I have the license now to just do it, right? So I did a walk for 9/11, and I volunteered there for 3 weeks, and I carried a flag and walked from each of the crash sites, and it was well received. And I said, you know, I'm going to do this for these guys. So I was going to do it last year, but I caught pneumonia, and so I'm better now. So this is a 2-year-long project. Before you are the faces of 6,655 men, the correct men and women, I'm sorry, who were taken from us since 9/11, when officially action started to happen, even though March 20th, 2003 is the one that everyone knows about, the shock and awe day, you know, when they started bombing Iraq. And so, sadly, since I've been here, this is the last, that was as of Sunday, the week before I left. We've lost 6 more that will be added in the last week that I've been here in San Diego County. Of the 6,600, I don't know the histories of the men who were killed in the last week. So I'll just give you the numbers that I have in my head from before. So one in 3 are 22 years of age or younger. 1 in 6 is a teenager, or was a teenager. Over 4,000 were married. Over half were parents. I was just explaining and showing someone where everyone knows about SEAL Team 6, who the helicopter was taken down on August 8th, 2011, or excuse me, the 6th. These are their 2 tiles here. This young man right here, Michael Mason, he was a chief operator. He's a father of 2, and in 2004 he was wounded in action in Iraq and lost part of his left arm. He still had shrapnel in his body after they fixed him up, and he had a collapsed lung. He took his family while he was on leave in May. He was killed in August. To Walt Disney, he ran a marathon, and he is one of 200 plus expectant fathers who were taken from us while they were in theater over there. It's sort of a tragic story. In fact, there were 2 SEALs on that helicopter who were expected when the helicopter was taken down. There are grandparents on there. I forget the number. Do you remember what I said? It's significant, like 400 grandparents. There are 189 women on there, 27 who were mom. I think, and these are all information that you won't find on their biography. I went and looked at their obituaries, at their hometown paper. That was a passion of love to make sure that I had the information and the picture right. And so, sadly, there's 2 faces up there that I couldn't find them. I couldn't find anything on them. And, I showed a couple of people here, somewhere in the middle. He's got his first name is my last name, Patrick.
Right there in front of you.
Patrick, right here. And as of the week before I left, I still couldn't find that information. I'm hopeful that we're able to adjust. The bottom part of it we've left open because it's going to grow, sadly. And so we just had to. When I fly home, I'm a coordinator for Special Olympics in Rhode Island. This is my 20th year since '93, when I came back from Desert Storm. And it's important to me to continue on with my athletes. And so I'm flying back from Phoenix, taking a week off to do that. And then it looks like this panel's going to be filled. Each tile has 35 faces, and there's 193, I think, on there as of today. I'm 99% sure this is the most comprehensive list with their faces available. Multiple resources online are incomplete or wrong. And so we spent a lot of time doing this. So my ladies auxiliary were all dynamite at our lodge. Actually, I should say it right, their daughters who were also members. The women who run our ladies auxiliary are older, and I don't think they would even know how to hit enter, right? But it's okay. But their daughters are dynamite, and so they've been a huge help. So I'm just basically showing this to anyone who's willing to look, be it the Elk. I'm an officer in my Elks Lodge. as well at any place, who will, I really want people, civilians specifically, to kind of get a feel for the faces. So if I had a choice, when I was online looking up people, I chose pictures if I could find them of smiling, emotional, happy faces. Because that's the tragedy. All these men and women had dreams. You know, they joined during a time of war, chose for various reasons, whether they needed a better job or they're patriot, etc. But when it's wheels down in a country where they want to kill you, it doesn't matter. You're all in it together, right? And so I wanted to just show the human side of our loss. I think that's all I really have. If you have any specific questions, or if you'd like to point to find someone, me and the commander have gotten pretty good at tracking people down on here.
Our commander?
Yeah.
I don't know how you saw it there, though.
How do you see the higher up one?
Well, we had it on the floor at first. It barely fit in this room. It's actually too big for our post. I didn't see it standing up until we had the public unveil at Imperial Beach down there at 5477. What they were very kind enough to do, which was very. There were a couple of met a couple of soldiers who were processing out post-traumatic stress disorder. They just happened to be there together, and they were pointing to their guys, and they started crying. And that's what gets you right there. So anyway, it's a very emotional healing process for me, and I hope to spread a little love for our veterans, both lost and our returning ones, and for us, at the end of the day, to put a human picture on what they may or may not read about it. Now you just say, oh, 4 soldiers killed. What are their names? Who knows, right? They're not from our town, so we don't know. People only notice if the flag goes half-staff in various places, right? That's the tragedy of it. It really has been a 10-year-long war, and it's kind of going unnoticed now. We've gotten used to it. Not us, but us. And so that's the official part of my presentation, and so I'll be finishing in October, hopefully we'll be finishing at Arlington Cemetery, where about 1/3 of the ones are buried, and then going to Walter Reed, where wounded soldiers transition to either going back to active duty or transitioning out of the service with their particular injury.